We'll get started. Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to 21 Sampson Drive here in this always desirable pocket of Mount Waverley. Best of luck in your bidding here today for what you can all appreciate is entry-level buying in this area. And when I do say that, I do not say that lightly. If you are an owner in and around this pocket of Mount Waverley, if you've owned in this area for a little bit of time, no doubt you've really enjoyed and appreciated the sharp capital growth that this area has had to offer. So therefore then, in line with this property here today, with the reserve price that we do have, very much in line with where you, potential buyers, do see value and also too have made offers. It really is, in the truest sense of the word, entry-level buying here today. It's a very nice building block for you. This wide 16.7 metre frontage. Alternatively, literally just buy it on an as-is basis, enjoy the house. Enough scope for you to put in your own taste and style, or indeed keep the current tenant. It is only on a month-to-month at the moment. The current tenant will be very keen to stay on, so therefore it really does provide you, the buyer here today. If you are an investor, a developer for the house block, or indeed just buying it on an as-is basis, certainly putting a tick in all of your buying criteria boxes here today. We are selling this property on behalf of the team at Harcourts, Mount Waverley, and our two selling agents, Edwin Shang and Sue Kelly Brown, who have been taking your inquiries. Best of luck in your endeavours here today. We are selling the property subject to the Victorian auction conditions, which simply do state that the auction will be conducted in accordance with the rules and any additional conditions that were made available for inspection before the start of the auction. The auction rules prohibit an auctioneer from accepting bids or offers for the property after the property has been knocked down to the successful bidder. The vendors have a very reasonable and realistic reserve price. As the auctioneer, I will indicate bidders on request. The law prohibits false bids, major disruptions by bidders and bidders attempting to prevent others from bidding, and does provide fines for this conduct. The rules do permit vendor bids, and the words that I will use during the course of the auction to indicate that I am making a bid on behalf of the vendor are vendor bid, and by law only I, as the auctioneer, can make a vendor bid. Now, inside the dwelling, the contract of sale and vendor statement, section 32, has been available for your inspection, for your read-through prior to today's auction, and of course 30 minutes before 11 here this morning. It's a very easy document to read through and understand. It is being sold on a vacant possession basis here today. 10% is your deposit. The settlement period is quite flexible, anywhere from 30 to 60 to 90 days from today's execution date. If you've got any slight variations to that, as long as either Sue or Martin, or Edwin I should say, have made that aware to you, that you can go ahead and bid on that basis. Being sold on an as-is, where-is basis. That section 32 vendor statement does summarise to you all of the outgoings applicable to this property, and also to all of the services connected to this property. As no doubt you are also aware, there is a month-to-month tenancy in place, so therefore if you are wanting owner occupation, you just need to give a period of time for that notice period. Otherwise, vacant possession is easily attainable for this property. So that's the contract of sale, and that is the document that once you have bought this property, this entry-level property here in Mount Waverley, that you'll be hanging around immediately after the auction and signing off, autographing as the buyer for number 21 Sampson Drive here in Mount Waverley. And really, as I've said to you, it is an easy description for you here today. The existing dwelling, low set brick, being sold on an as-is basis, certainly easy for an owner-occupier or indeed an investor. No doubt you can appreciate that it is rented out at the moment. This very wide frontage, this location here really, as you all know, has seen that upward surge in capital growth over the last several years, and with all of the locational attributes very, very close to public transport. We are in that Mount Waverley Secondary School catchment zone, walking distance to shops, interlinking transport routes. With all of those ticks in the location boxes, that's why this area really has seen that upward surge in capital growth. So therefore here today, and like we said to you right at the beginning, this property really is truly entry-level buying for this area, and with all of the locational benefits, with the confidence that is in this area here, no matter how good, bad or indifferent the market is, no matter how low or high or in between interest rates are, good real estate and a good location will always be in demand from you as a potential buyer. Most importantly here today, we've got a very keen reserve price. Our vendor has certainly heeded all of the feedback that you as buyers have provided here today, and their reserve price is very much in line with where you see value for money. So on that note, bidders, buyers, you've seen the property, you've appreciated this location and what you can actually do with this property, either knocking it down, building again, or indeed renovate it, or indeed just keeping it as is, as an investment, land banking, so to speak, and appreciating that capital growth. Bidders, buyers, I'm over to you now. In your opinion, what's it worth for an opening bid or an offer here this morning to start me away? Let's see how we go. I won't pull out a figure, I'll leave it to yourselves. Oldest saying in real estate, buy it, just need to put in a bid. Let's see how we go. Here today, 770 to start, perhaps 770. Wasn't going to call out a figure, but I may as well. 770 is a place to start, 770. I'll take a bid on behalf of the vendor, perhaps, just to get me started, 770. I'll do it now, $770,000 vendor bid just to get me started now. 770 is the call. At $770,000, I'll look to see a nice 800. There we go, into your favour. Bid's at 800 now, strong bid. It's at $800,000, just behind the white BMW. 800,000, 10 or 20 to call it back. Into your favour at 810 or 820. Bids in your favour, madam. Good, strong, solid bid. It's at 8 now. At $800,000, there's the bid. It's at 8. At $800,000, is there any further rise in advance above madam's bid there? It's at $800,000. $810 to call it back into your favour if you like, or indeed 20, maybe put a bit of strength into the bid. It's at $800,000 now. 8's the call. 810 to call it back into your favour. 8's there. At $800,000, is there any further rise and advance above that lady's bid of $800,000? Once again, I'll call it down. The three chances. Bids at 8. First time at $800,000. Call it back into your favour at 810 if you like, or maybe 820 to try and put some strength into that bid. 810, there we go. Bids at 810, 820 if you like, madam. 810 in on the second bid, against yours on the first. 810 is there now. At 810, 820 or 830, maybe go that little bit higher. Once again, bids at 810. Welcome to the bidding, sir and madam. It's at $810,000 against your last bid. 800's now raised up on a $10,000 bid to 810. It's at 810. 810's the call. It's at $810,000. Bids with 2 at the moment. It's at 810,000 into your favour. In on the second, madam. Could we say 820? Call it back into your favour, or 830? 810's there against your opening bid of 800. Bids at $810,000. Let's call it down. First time, 810. In on the second against the first. Second time of call. Bids at 810. Could we say 820? Call it back into your favour. 810, 820 on the nod, yes. 820 if you like. 820, 10 is a minimum if we could, please, sir and madam. 810's the call. Third final. Bids at 810 against the course of 800. 820 to call it back into your favour, yes? On the nod if you like. Bids at 810 now. Third and final, as I've said. 820? 820 it is, at $820,000. There we go. 820,000 against your sir and madam. 830 to call it back into your favour if you like. 830 straight back. 830,000. That's the way to bid, confidently, strongly. 830. I'd go straight to 840 or maybe even 850,000. You never know what a bidder's had there last. 830,000 just behind you over there. 830's the call. I'm looking all in front. If you want to put in a bid to the side, just call it out. 830,000, sir and madam, holding the keys at this moment. Only one of you can buy it. Would you like to take it off then, sir and madam? We look to you. 830 is the bid. It's in their favour. 820 was your last one. Come back in at 840 or 850 if you like. Sir and madam, hold the bid. It's at $830,000. Let's call it down. Again, three chances. 830's there. In on the second. Against yours on the first. 830's there. Across the street. First time. 830 is there. 840 to call it back into your favour. Could we say? Sure. 835. 840, 845 could we say? 840's against. It was a short-lived lead. I'd go to 850, but another 5 if you like at 845. 840's there. Immediately replied. 835 is now back at 840. Second bid is favour. Against yours on the first. Bidding confidently. All the best to you, but it's up to you if you want to take it off them. 840's there. 845,000. Another 5 if you like. 845 or 850. 840's there. Great reserve price. Here today, entry level buying for this area. 845 or 850, can we say? 840's there. Let's call it. Again, three chances. First time, 840's the bid. In on the second, against the first. Two bidders with me thus far.
860.
860, strong bid, sir. Welcome to the bidding. $860,000. Third bidder in at $860,000. Want to go 865 or 870? There's new interest on the third bid. 860. Raised it up on a 20. He was biding his time. It's a strong bid. Sir, it's at $860,000. Principally against. Sir and madam on the first. Come back in at any time. $860,000 is there now. 860's the bid. Want to come back in at 5, sir and madam? Or another 10 if you like. 860's there. 860 the call. First time a call, in your favour, sir. 860's the bid. We're in on the first if you want to come back in. You hold the bid, sir. 860 is there. In your favour. Now, second. Looking in your direction. 5. 865.
880.
880. Strong. 890.
910.
910. 910,000 is your bid. We are selling it here this morning. 915. We are selling it.
925.
925. 930.
940.
940 now. So 5. 945.
946.
946. Only on a 1. 946,000. Another one, madam. 950.
53.
953. 953 is your bid, sir. 955. Highest bidder is buying the home, the house, the property. 955 is their bid. What would you like to do, sir? Another one if you like at 956 or 960. You never know when a bidder's had their last. They're at 955. They're holding the bid. 56 it is. 956. On a 1, 957. I'd go 980. 980. Strong bid. $980,000 is the bid now. 980,000. Raised it up on a $23,000 increase. 980,000 is your bid, sir. It's up to yourselves. We are selling, as you well and truly know. 980,000. Looks like you could have landed the knockout blow, sir, to use the vernacular. It's at 980,000. It's in your favour now. 980's the call. I'll look to you on the first bid. Would you like to come in again at any time? We are selling it, as you know. 980's the call. To you, sir and madam, on the second bid. 980's there. Want to come back in? We'll have to call it down. Give it 3. 1 or 2? 982.
990.
990. 992.
1.
Another 1 at 993 or 1 million?
993.
993. Got to check.
Yes. No, he's got
990. 995.
I said 1 million.
You said 1 million. Okay, so we're at 1 million now. 1 million's the bid in your favour, sir, at a mil. Madam, we look to you. $1 million is that gentleman's bid. As you know, we're selling. Sir and madam on the first bid. Come back in at any time. I'll look check. $1 million is in your favour. We'll look to you. We'll call it down. Once again, 3 chances. First time in selling, bids at $1 million. In your favour, sir. Second. Need to know. Another 2,000? Yes? 1,002,000.
10.
1,010,000. 1,010,000. I'll keep checking just in case. 1,010,000. Looks like you may have this, sir, on that $8,000 increase. At 1,010,000, they're saying no. I've got to keep checking no. It's at 1,010,000. Sir and madam on the first bid. Just need to know, in or out. If you'd like to put in another bid, let me know, please. Bids at $1,010,000 in your favour, principally against. Haven't seen you for a little while. 3 bidders have been with me all the way at $1,010,000. Here we go, calling it down. First time at $1,010,000, selling. Second in your favour, sir. Quickly now, just need to know at $1,010,000, 1 more. 11 on top of the 1. Good thing I kept checking. Not for you though. 15. 1,015,000. 1,015,000 is there now. 1,015,000 is the bid. 16. 20. 1,020,000. 1,020,000 is the call. Another 1. 21. 25. Yes. 1,025,000. 1,025,000 is your bid, sir. Might be the winning bid, it might be the buying bid. We'll soon find out. 1,025,000. I'll keep looking. First time. 1,025,000 is there in your favour. Selling it, as you know. Second. Want another one? Yes, no, perhaps. Third, final. Yeah, done. Sarah Madam on the first. We're selling it at $1,025,000. Sold to you, Sue. Well done. Congratulations. $1,025,000. Congratulations to our new owners. Thank you so much to our underbidders here this morning. Best of luck in your real estate search in and around this area. Ladies and gentlemen, if you'd like to see that same result on your block, on your house or property in this area, the team from Harcourts locally in Mount Waverley would love to hear from you. Thank you, everyone. Enjoy the rest of this great weekend.